Namaste, welcome to Tarot with Shilpa. And today I'm not going to give you any gyan, okay? Today is story time. You love stories? I love stories. I used to as a child, I still do, okay? Any good story anyone's telling, I'm like, yeah, okay, tell me more. I'm like so excited. Especially the ones which have these morals at the end, Aesop's fables. What about those mullah stories? I used to love them, so funny. And of course, R.K. Lakshman was my favorite author. Um, Today, I'm going to tell you a story which is a little relevant in our society. Um, and this is a question that get asked many times, especially when I tell my clients how they can do anger management or practice patience and acceptance, especially when it comes to others. And they ask me, exactly how nice should I be, Shilpa? It's like, this story is for all of you who asked that question. Exactly how nice I should be, I'll tell you. So, there is a story by the great mystic Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and the story goes such that once upon a time in a village, there was a Brahmin who was passing through this village, and he saw a lot of people throwing sticks and stones and trying to scare something away. So he came and said, "What's happening?" And they said, "Oh, that's a very deadly snake, and the snake keeps biting all of us. So we are trying to kill it." And the snake, of course, is kind of they're scared of the snake, so they're also doing it from a distance. So the Brahmin says, "No, no, 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 don't do all this. I'll talk to the snake. I can speak to animals. So all of you, please go away. I'll talk to the snake, and don't worry, it's not going to harm you anymore." And then the Brahmin went and spoke to the snake, and he said, "What are you doing?" He says, "No, these people, they are hitting me." So the Brahmin says, "See, the thing is, you go around biting people, and so it's no wonder that they're treating you this way. And you're just randomly biting everyone, right? And you're a snake, so they're scared of you. I'm going to give you a mantra that you can recite every day. So anytime you feel yourself in a situation where you feel the urge to go around biting people, just recite this mantra every day, and it will help you calm yourself down." So the snake says, "Okay." And the Brahmin teaches the snake the mantra, and the Brahmin then goes away on his pilgrimage. Couple of weeks later, he comes back and he says, "Let me see." He comes back to the same village, and then he asks some people, "What about the snake? Is the snake still around?" And they say, "Oh, it must be dead." "Is it dead? Really?" And then Brahman can't believe, like, it's not been that long. The snake was not so old. So the Brahman sets out in search of the snake, and he finds it in a very terrible state. The snake is completely weak and hungry and thirsty and can barely lift its hood up. And this was quite a deadly snake. People used to be scared of it. And the Brahman is like, "What happened to you? Why are you in this state?" And the snake says, "Oh, I used to recite that mantra every day, and I became so peaceful. I went into the tamas state. It's one of the gunas in Ayurveda. So basically tamas means darkness or lethargy or inertia, or somewhere where there's not a whole lot of activity happening. So I went into that state, and anyone would throw stones at me, I would just sit quietly." So they kept throwing stones at me, and see the state I'm in. I'm about to die because of you. And the Brahmin said, "You silly snake. I asked you not to go around randomly biting people. I did not ask you not to hiss at them." That is so relevant in our society. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says that it's very important that sometimes you need to practice a certain tamas when it comes to protecting yourself from evil minded people. You don't, but at the same time, you should not go around, harming everyone in the anticipation that people are going to harm you. Not everyone's evil, but you have to discern, and you have to decide, and you also have to choose what your action should be. So, to answer the question, exactly how nice should I be? Just enough that you don't end up harming yourself. It's very important. Self preservation is so important. Um, every creature on this planet has the right to protect itself, including you, including me. All of us have the right to do that. So, as far as possible, a little display of uh, what you can be is important to protect yourself from evil minded people. In fact, I think a lot of mystics follow this rule, and a lot of wise people, they follow this rule. They are they are very generous and benevolent and kind, but they also protect themselves from evil minded people. Well, so much for not giving gyan. Just, oh God, I have to end up doing it. Okay, so I'm actually liking the storytelling. What do you think? I think I should regularly tell. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick out some story that has inspired me, or has inspired my clients, and something that has helped me to understand. And I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to do it as often as possible. I want you also to hear it and enjoy.